It's the legislative branch.
Yeah, it's the courts.
It's the executive branch. I'm the one that passed the laws. So if you want to make something happen, you gotta go through me. Who's calling the shots in the Oval Office? Vocabulary. Let's go. It goes check, check, two-state balance, not just one. We bring three talents to powers. Gotta keep them separated. That's the motto. We made it. Three branches of government, that's all. Legislative writes the laws. Executive executes laws so official. The court system is judicial. I'm the legislative branch. I write laws. Without me, it'll be anarchy, of course. Say my name. I'm called Congress, sitting on Capitol Hill. Kid, that's honest. Made up of the Senate and the House of Reps. We write a bill and send it to the president's desk. We legislate, and we roll deep. 535 members in my clique. Senate, each state sends 100 senators in all. That's how we do. The House of Representatives is by population. Cali reps the hardest, no debating. If my bill gets a presidential veto, I can override that with enough people. I wrote the budget and I'm passing the laws. No, I'ma grab the mic and pass it off. Oh, hey Congress, sometimes I need to mess with your plans. I carry out laws, I'm the executive branch. I'm the president, roll with the VP and cabinet. I'll veto your laws if I'm not having it. So hail to the commander-in-chief. All the armed forces need to follow me. My power's been blossoming since George Washington stepped into the office and did awesome things. I got a bowling alley in my home where I call in airstrikes from invisible drones. 4 points of cabinet and judges too. The boss in the Oval Office, that's who.
Check, I'ma keep it short, the judicial system. I'm the courts, my highest court, that's supreme. All 9 justices know what I mean. Nominated by the press, confirmed by the Senate. No term limits, they serve a life sentence. Plead your case, it's not unusual for me to rule a law unconstitutional.
So I write a law, well I might veto it, and I can override that. You know it, man, I'm executive, the one that carries it out.
You can get challenged in the courts, that's what I'm all about. I might declare it unconstitutional.
I can impeach judges who act unusual. I nominate justices in the first place. I can impeach you too if you step out of place. Three branches of government, that's all. Legislative writes the laws. Executive executes laws so official. The court system is judicial. Three branches of government, that's all. Legislative writes the laws. Executive executes laws so official. The court system is judicial. It goes check, check, two-state balance, not just one. We bring three talents to powers. Gotta keep them separated. That's the motto. We made it.
When the Founding Fathers were creating a new American government, the abusers of power from a single ruler were fresh in their minds. They didn't want another king, so the United States government was designed to prevent any single person or group from becoming too powerful. We call this idea separation of powers. The Constitution separates the government's power into 3 branches. Each branch has separate responsibilities, but they all must interact with each other in different ways. This separation of powers includes a system of checks and balances, which are ways that each branch can limit the others. Based on the passage, the founders of the United States would most likely agree with which of the following statements? A. Kings do not have enough power. B. Kings can take advantage of their power. C. A government should have a few checks and balances. D. The branches of government do not need to interact. The legislative branch, or Congress, is responsible for writing legislation. Congress also has the power to collect taxes, borrow money for the United States, regulate commerce, coin money, and declare war. Congress has two chambers, the Senate and the House of Representatives. This two-chamber system is an example of checks and balances within a single branch of government. To pass a bill, one must receive at least a majority approval in both the Senate and the House. In the House, that means 218 of the 435 votes. In the Senate, senators can debate a bill for as long as they like. This is often called a filibuster. To make sure that senators actually vote on a bill and don't become deadlocked with the filibuster, the Senate can break up a debate and pass a bill with 60 of the 100 senators voting. Based on the passage, which of the following bills might pass Congress? A. A bill that receives no votes in the House and 100 votes in the Senate. B. A bill that receives 435 votes in the House and 2 votes in the Senate. C. A bill that receives 220 votes in the House and 65 votes in the Senate. D. A bill that receives 435 votes in the House and 49 votes in the Senate. When the founders were trying to figure out how best to represent citizens in Congress, those from states with larger populations clashed with those from states with smaller populations. More populated states argued for representation based on population, meaning they would have a louder voice in Congress, but states with smaller populations resisted this idea. Why should the more populated states get more power? They were in favor of an equal number of representatives per state so they wouldn't get overshadowed. What to do? A two-chamber system or bicameral legislature was the compromise. The Senate has 2 senators from each state, regardless of the population in the state. The number of representatives in the House, on the other hand, is based off of population size. This system ensures that the smaller states still have their voices heard, but that the people and their interests are fairly represented. What is the purpose of the underlined passage in the text? A. To show the point of view of states with smaller populations. B. To pose a question that the next sentence will answer. C. To provide a quote from one of the Founding Fathers. D. To support the claim that the Founding Fathers did not compromise.